It is Saturday, November 15th. Welcome back to the Nick Watkins Show. I'm Nick Watkins. Let's get into it. Wow. What a game last night between the Warriors and the Spurs. The final score was 109 to 108, with the Warriors winning. This was the second NBA Cup game that the Warriors have played, and this game was a great game. The It was back and forth the whole time. The biggest lead of the game was 10 for the Spurs, 8 for the Warriors. Um, and it was such a close game, such a fun game to watch. Um, yeah, so I guess we'll just start with Steph Curry because he did it again. He had 46 on Wednesday, and last night he had 49. Back to back 40-point games for Steph Curry. And this time he only did it with 8 free throws, which goes to show how masterful this performance was. He was 9 for 17 on threes, 16 for 26 overall. He also had 4 rebounds. He was ridiculous, and we really needed him. And the other thing about this is that even though Steph had almost 50, it was a whole team effort this game. Jimmy had 21, 8 boards. Draymond 6, 8, and 8 while guarding Wemby. Um, and Will Richard 10 points. Pajemski 10 points. GP2 had 2 big threes. Moses Moody didn't necessarily have the best stats, but he played great defense. This was a big team win for the Dubs, and that's a very good Spurs team that they just beat 2 games in a row. Wemby 26 and 12. De'Aaron Fox had 24, 10 assists. Castles, Champagny, Vassell, they all had 10 plus. Um, yeah, so it was very close in the first quarter. In the second quarter, um, the largest differential in terms of points in a quarter. The Warriors outscored the Spurs in the second quarter by 4 points, and the Spurs outscored the Warriors in the third by 4 points. And the momentum was no team could really get a big run going. Although the Warriors did at the end of the game, but it was in the third quarter where things really started to heat up. Both teams scored 30 plus in that quarter. That's when Steph got hot. He got super hot, and he was just shooting like crazy. He was chucking it up from everywhere, and he was making them like only Steph Curry can do. And the Spurs were responding as a team. They were drilling threes, and then down the stretch in the fourth quarter, twos and threes and free throws from everybody. Big defensive plays, lots of blocks. Just watching Wembanyama play is man, he's outstanding. He affects the game in so many ways, just by having to shoot higher to get it over him and not being able to take easy layups. Because there was one play where Steph's driving and he shoots a layup and he bounces it off the top of the backboard and drops it in. That's how tough Wemby makes it. Um, but he had a great game. And so did Draymond. Draymond had a great game guarding Wembanyama. Got into a little bit of foul trouble, but it was so close the whole way. Um, like I said, there was only a double-digit lead at one point in the game, and the Warriors came all the way back from that. They were down by 10 midway through the fourth quarter, and they clawed their way back with a nice little shooting spree from GP2 with the gravity from Steph. GP2 was wide open on 2 occasions. He nailed both threes. Pajemski hit a big three, and then obviously Steph Curry does what he does. But this is a fantastic game, and it would have been heartbreaking if we lost it, but we won, and that's great. And I really think this can do something for momentum, especially considering the way Steph has been playing. I really can't say enough about him, how great he is, and how great of a team win this was. And it's NBA Cup game, so it means a little bit more. Uh, but to go into San Antonio and give them their first 2 home losses of the year after getting spanked by the Thunder on Tuesday, that's amazing. The Warriors' next game is on Sunday against the Pelicans in New Orleans. And then tonight we have Georgia going up against Texas. That's number 5 and number 10. There are lots of good college football games. There always are. And then as for the Sharks, they will be in Seattle again. 8-7-3 are the Sharks. 8-4-5 are the Kraken. Sharks really need to bounce back from that bad loss to Calgary. Just 2 points back of the Kraken in the West. In terms of overall in the West, it's 2 points back. So the same, or actually 1 point back of the final wild card seed in the West. So still in it. Just got to get this win, bounce back. Don't want to string losses together. You want to string wins together. So that is important. Football tomorrow. We'll talk about that tomorrow. There is an early game, so I guess we'll get it out of the way right here. Commanders and the Dolphins, 2 3-7 teams. I hope it's a good game. I don't know. Is Daniels playing? Probably not, right? Yeah, he's not. I'll take the Dolphins to win this game just because they played nice last game, and the Commanders are 0-5 in their last 5 games. That's not good. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Um, Nice game for the Warriors, and we'll leave it there. So I'll see you tomorrow.